timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edged away. Yes, it is.
Good afternoon and welcome back to Oman D10 powered by FanCode. We are yet again back for another game, another thrilling encounter. It's going to be Yalla Shababs versus SFT Smashers, and what a game this one's going to be. Both these two teams are looking to make inroads and get some points on board. SFT already a couple of points up, but Yalla Shabab will open their campaign this afternoon. Straight away, without wasting much time, let's head to the sidelines where we have our very own Jamil Zaidi with the toss and the two captains.
The toss from Oman Cricket Academy ground, Muscat, for the match number 7 of Oman D League. The match will be played between Yalla Shabab and newcomer SFT Smashers. Here is the call. Yalla Shabab won the toss. Sashi, what you are going to do?
So we're going to bat first, sir.
And how much total you feel that you will be giving your opponent team to chase?
So we are planning for 100 to 120 on this wicket. Pretty good to... We have a good bowling lineup so that we can restrict them.
Any new addition in your team?
So nothing changed actually. As of now, 3 main players have been to the national side. So in place of them, there are 3 new youngsters coming inside.
Thank you and good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Jahazeb Saab, SFT Smashers, how are you? तो कैसा लग रहा है आप इतनी बड़ी टीम के साथ आज पहला मैच खेल रहे हैं तो व्हाट इज द टीम्स स्पिरिट एट दिस मोमेंट कैसी टीम की स्पिरिट है
टीम की स्पिरिट बहुत अच्छी है तो हम कोशिश करेंगे इनको 60 के नीचे पकड़ने की और हम दो चेंज किया है 2 फास्ट बॉलर इन्स हुए हैं और हम इनको कम से कम टोटल में पकड़ेंगे।
कैसा लग रहा है आप इतनी बड़ी टीम के साथ खेल रहे हो इस टूर्नामेंट के अंदर? ओमान क्रिकेट ने बहुत अच्छा चांस दिया है आपकी टीम को कि आप ऊपर आओ और अच्छे सीनियर टीम के साथ खेलो, तो कुछ ऐसे प्लेयर हैं जो आप समझते हो कि बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है आज के मैच के लिए?
हाँ, हम 2-3 बैट्समैनों के लिए प्लान किया हुआ है, वो हम अपने प्लान से चलेंगे तो बॉलर को बॉलिंग टारगेट करेंगे बॉलर्स तो इंशाल्लाह हमको कम टोटल में पकड़ेंगे और अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी है हमको। लाइव मैचेस चल रहे हैं तो ऑलरेडी हम पहले भी खेल चुके हैं लाइव मैचेस, 5-6 प्लेयर्स हमारे एक्सपीरियंस प्लेयर हैं, बाकी अंडर 19 प्लेयर हैं तो लेट्स सी इंशाल्लाह।
Good luck Jahazeb for the match. Thank you. So news from the center, Yalla Shabab has won the toss and elected to bat first.
Well, you've heard it, and you've heard it from the man himself, Jamil Zaidi, and he is indicating that they're going to have a bat-first Yalla Shabab Giants. Zoeb Amanat, Hasnainul Wahab, exciting characters in that big side. Sanju Sajeev, Super Sanju, will always look to make a difference. Mufaddal Panyariwala, Mujibur Ali, both of them rock solid in that middle order. Rishabh Shivadas Gupta, and he's a very exciting young talent as well. Sai Shiv Narayan Lingaraju, and he's the captain. Mohammad Sami, Jay Odedra is very useful. Amir Hamza, and with the ball, and they'll look very dangerous, especially with the new ball with Umair Shakil. SFT Smashers, on the other hand, Jahanzeb Ali, the captain. Tausif Ahmed, he'll be sharing the new ball. And Asif Mustaqim gets a game, and he's a very good talent. Mohammad Umar, Sayyid Amir Ali is experienced. He showed us what he can do in the previous game. Ojis Pachisa, Adil Mohammad Amin Ghori, Masood Parvez, Mohammad Umar Mohammad, and he made inroads into the batting attack of the opponent last afternoon. Pratish Hema Ramesh, very exciting young cricketer. And Rahman Ali to round off the SFT Smashers. They'll be bowling first, and it's going to be the familiar sight of Tausif Rana, or rather Tausif, who has the new ball in hand, military medium pace, but what makes him very, very dangerous is that he looks to keep it in that corridor of uncertainty, some excellent line and length. They're going to be up against Zoe Bamanat, the left-hander, the prolific scorer, the stylish left-handed batter who makes opening the batting and viewing his performance a treat. And to witness the treat with me alongside is going to be Pranav Mehta.
Thank you so much, Amin. We'll start with a wide here. He's been around for a while, Tausif. Played some decent amount of cricket at the intermediate level, A divisions, and he's been one of the standout players. He's a player who's been generally washed out for.
Not too much pace, but then certainly he comes with a reputation of bowling the right line and lengths, and he comes with a reputation of being that workhorse sort of a character for the team. He's coming in for his first ball once again and will err in line yet again. It's going to be another wide.
He bowls that nagging kind of a length, and that is something that the batters don't really like, because not a lot of pace, and that means there is decent amount of movement. And if you don't get it right, you have to generate the pace as a batter, and that's something that the batters don't really like.
A packed offside field for Zoe Bamanat. Down the ground. If the offside is packed, he'll certainly look to target downtown, and he gets very, very comfortable for Zoe Bamanat, especially when he looks to play shots in that fluidic manner that he usually does. Good start here for Yalla Shabab Giants.
We all know that he's a brilliant striker of the cricket ball, and this is a statement drive straight down the ground. Immediately, mid-off comes a little straighter. You can't be bowling full to him.
Swing, it's in the air, but it's cleared the infield, so he's going to fetch himself another boundary. Runs coming thick and fast here for Yalla Shabab Giants. Exactly the kind of start they would have wanted from their openers.
Janzeb looking to get Yalla Shabab Giants under 60. Don't really think that is going to be happening, because Zohaib Amanat has come with the intent. And that's what you get on a very regular note from Zohaib Amanat. He's very effective. Luck favors the brave, and that's exactly what is happening with Zohaib Amanat.
Keeps it away. This time looking to get underneath it. Mustaqim will drop this one. It's early days for him in the top flight of D10 cricket, or in any form of cricket as a matter of fact, and he'll look to learn very, very quickly. It's a chance gone down.
That's a big, big movement for the youngster, Mustaqim. Certainly you can't be dropping catches like that on any given day. Keeping wickets for Muscat Thunderers last season, has an opportunity to perform for SFT, and he's dropped a sitter here. Immediately change of field. Mid off, long on. And that's what you get with Tausif. Just decent amount of movement to create that opportunity. 2 boundaries and that drop opportunity. And he'll be disappointed. Creating an opportunity, that too of Zohaib Amanat, had to be taken.
Yeah, they'll be watchful here, the two openers for Yalla Shabab Giants. And it's that sort of a nagging pace that Tausif Ahmed is offering them at the moment, with that hint of swing. For the left-hander, it's coming into, and for the right-hander, moving away. Once they just get a hang of how he's operating, things can look dangerous. At the moment, Hasnainul Wahab not looking to wait any longer. He's getting a boundary for himself. As many as 3 boundaries of this over so far from Tausif Ahmed.
Not good cricket. Not great cricket. Because you can't be giving width at that pace. And if you're giving width, it is always going to be punished. Just opening the face of the bat, and that's going to be good enough.
How does he correct himself now? Tausif Ahmed, he'll have to look to bowl the good length and then hope that a little bit of a way swing does Hasnainul Wahab good. Oh yes, keeping it away out of the arc of Hasnainul Wahab, but plenty of runs in this over, as many as 15, and just the kind of start that Yalla Shabab Giants wanted. 15 for no loss after one. Parvez Masood with the ball in hand. Straight away off the back foot, rocking on. He's gotten some decent bat behind it. A diving effort, and Amir Ali will ensure that they just manage a couple of runs in that first delivery. The lack of pace, and all of a sudden Yalla Shabab Giants is liking it at the moment. And it's giving them enough time to play their good shots, the quality of the shots that they have and that they possess in full display at the moment. Zoeb Amanat will be enjoying himself this afternoon.
This is just average bit of cricket for Yalla Shabab Giants with the quality of cricket they play. Oh, shot and on the legs. This is take it delivery. It's almost a free delivery.
What a brilliant strike. That ball was never looking to come down one bit even after crossing the boundary line. And if you can see that replay, it was probably disturbing the afternoon siesta for some of the players waiting outside. Have a look at that. Straight. Oh yes, Renaissance challengers were napping over there. And they've been struck with the ball. What a strike here from Zoeb Amanat. And what a wake-up call for Renaissance challenger players who just after their game having a little bit of a rest.
Not just for Renaissance challenges, but also for SFT. This will be a reality check. 23 without losing a wicket in the first 8 deliveries, and all of a sudden that comment looking to get the opponent out below 60 has gone for a toss. Change and field for Masood. Big in swinger, and this is much better from Masood, and they're going for the single. This is what you get with a professional side. They will play their basics.
Absolutely. And this is where a team like SFT Smashers will look to learn very, very quickly, because there's no time at the moment. It's just a 10-over game. And by the time you manage to grasp or think about something that's going to be happening, the game or the innings is over. And the opponent has probably progressed much, much ahead in the game. After that, you're just playing catch-up. Zoeb Amanat, 18 of 6 deliveries. Hasnainul Wahab, 4 of 3. Wide outside the line. The tram lines looking very difficult at the moment for Masood Parvez. And that's what that big 6 does for you. The moment you've been hit for something so aggressive, all of a sudden you're looking to go on the defensive mode, keeping it away from the batter.
They need a wicket here. But at the moment, Masood, who's looking to spray, is not working in favor of SFT. He's a decent bowler, but this is not good enough for Yalla Shabab Giants. This is just, at best, mediocre.
Oh yes, way too wide. He's looking to stay away out of the arc, asking the batter to reach out to him. Shot and dealt with severely. No fielder there, so a couple of bounces before it heads over to the boundary. Hasnainul Wahab joins the party out there in the middle.
Almost feels as if this is a one-sided mockery of the bowler, the quality of Hasnain Wahab and Zohaib Amanat coming to the party, and they're looking to make it count and make it count really big. Maybe they might have heard that comment from John Zabe, looking to have the opponent below 60. And all of a sudden, wouldn't be a bad idea for the wicketkeeper to come close to the stumps. Oh, this could be interesting. Probably sliding down the leg. He was excited. Why not? He's leaked 15 runs and 4 deliveries.
Yeah, a little bit of change of pace now. Already quite tardy, Masood Parvez, and slowing the ball a bit more further with that hint of swing and deviation after the ball hits the deck, creating some trouble for Hasnain Wahab, because it's that double-edged sword. You feel tempted to go for the big shots, but then have to keep a check on yourself and control the urges, just like that. Finally, attempting to reach out on the last ball of the over, and all he's going to get is manage to keep strike in the next over. Good runs here, as many as 16 in this Masood Parvez over. 31 for the loss of no wickets. Yalla Shabab Giants.
Umair comes into the attack, probably sliding down the leg. Will be runs as many as probably 2. This is going to be a very good encounter, because Umair likes to slide the ball into the right-hander, and that's where LBW and Bold will be into effect.
He's edged it. It's a top edge. Amir Ali underneath it. Will not take it. He spilled the chance, and this is probably the second time Hasnain Wahab is probably looking very, very wary and very shaky at the moment. He's looking to take the aggressive route, hit the ball in the air without realizing that he's not able to middle it.
You can't be dropping Hasnain Wahab. The power of Hasnain Wahab will make things very difficult for you. Dancing down the track, and that's a good delivery for a single. They need to find a way to get a wicket here. That's the only way they can come back into the game.
Couple of catches dropped by SFT smashers. One was at mid-off for the left-hander Zohaib Amanat, and now this one's for Hasnain Wahab, and that was Amir Ali at square leg. Both of them skiers in the air for a fair bit amount of time. The diving fielder not able to stop it. It's Ojas Pachisa who's probably going to get a few stares in the process. Zohaib Amanat gets a couple of runs to himself.
Need to find a way to come back into the game. At the moment, it's a one-sided affair for Yalla Shabab Giants, one of the prolific sides of the Premier Division. Even without their stars, they're shining and shining bright. Looking to stay out of the arc of Zohaib Amanat, and in the process he'll concede an extra.
It's a steep learning curve. They'll have to get adjusted very quickly. Oh, this is some extra bounce from Umair. Ah, yes, he's lifted the finger. Jahan Zaip was the only one appealing out there, and then finally Umair realizing that yes, of course, that could be asked to the umpire or refer to the umpire, and immediately getting the nod from the umpire himself. Out walks Zohaib Amanat, and it's a big wicket.
They needed a wicket, and finally getting a wicket to their favor. Umair one of the standout bowlers, gets that big wicket of Zohaib Amanat, and all of a sudden, there's a little bit of a spring of hope for SFT. 39 for the loss of 1. Zohaib departs for 20 of 8.
New man in for Yalla Shabab Giants is going to be Mujibur Ali, and another left-hander joining out there in the middle. So keeping with the combo of left hand, right hand, Yalla Shabab Giants ending this over, and Umair has done really well keeping the batters quiet on both the ends. As many as 7 runs or 8 runs only in his first over. 39 for the loss of 1 wicket, Yalla Shabab Giants.
They needed a wicket, they've got a wicket. It was a decent over from Umair, and in comes the very experienced Amir Ali. To be honest, he might not be of the match of the quality of the premier sides at the moment, but he's played some good quality cricket back in his days, and he still has a lot of cricket left in him.
Oh yes, absolutely. What a champion he is, Amir Ali. And what makes it even more special is the way he looks to play that mentor role. And everybody in that side will be looking up to him, will be constantly checking out his advice or what he's thinking, will always wonder what he's up to. And at the same time, he also contributes as a player, and more than handy player, as a matter of fact. This one's punched down the ground, only going to be a single. And that's the effect that Amir Ali has, because you can see Hasnainul Wahab looking to power through the rest of the bowlers. But the moment Amir Ali and Umair came in, all of a sudden, it's been that cautious and watchful sort of an intent straight away.
What you will get with Amir Ali is that he'll look to do his basics right, and that's what makes him special. Very interesting field. Mid-wicket inside the circle. And a lot of air from Amir Ali. He's looking to pick up a wicket here. Pulled on the leg side, and this is only going to be a single. So this is brilliant bit of cricket from Amir Ali. Keeping things tight for SFT at the moment. What this is doing is it's allowing an opportunity to SFT to make a comeback into this game. A game that was completely dominated by Yalla Shabab Giants. Swept, slog swept, opportunity. It's taken. Mustafizur, or rather Mustaqim, who dropped a catch earlier in the game, has held on to a good one. A little bit of a fumble, a little bit of a juggle. It all works, because at the end of the day, the scoreboard is going to stay. It was a brilliant catch taken by Mustaqim in the deep.
Oh yes, come at the man. or rather come at the hour, come at the man, and Amir Ali strikes. But this was completely Mustaqim's wicket. Have a look at that. Look to play it very nice and hard. Mujibur Ali, and a very, very hard-hitting batter, looking to attack the boundary ropes. A juggle here and a juggle there. And then finally, look at the delight on the youngster's face. He is absolutely elated. And it's a big wicket. Why should he not be elated? End of the 4th over, courtesy on a very, very brilliant effort by Mustaqim. So you're going to end it on a happy note. 42 for the loss of 2 wickets, Yalla Shabab Giants.
Umair continues his slow and tardy left arm spin for the very first time probably in the Oman D10, powered by Dafa News. Umair looks to turn the ball and he gets a decent bite from the wicket.
Looks to sweep. It's in the air and it's going to be some good runs for Hasnainul Wahab. He was looking very, very sedate in the start, just a runner ball effort or more than runner ball effort, and now all of a sudden with that maximum, powering through his innings. 22 or 15 now for Hasnainul Wahab. That's a good 6.
It almost feels unfair for the other players playing on this ground because Hasnainul Wahab doesn't need to hit it hard. With that kind of muscles, he just needs to put it in the gap and that's good enough. Swept once again, and this time it's only going to be a single. It's an opportunity for Panyariwala in the absence of those key members of Yalla Shabab Giants. Can he make it count? The young left-handed batsman coming from the village in Rajasthan, and that's where he got his name from, Panyariwala. Erring in line, and this one is going to be a freebie for Yalla Shabab Giants. .3, they've got to their 50-run mark. How much more can they get? They'll be looking for the 100-run mark. At the moment, Panyariwala is a little watchful.
Good result here so far for everyone. And they've managed to pluck a couple of wickets and then managed to bring them back SFT smashers. Oh, he's gone. He's been stumped. Mufaddal Panyariwala itching and looking to score quickly. And what have these slower bowlers done? All of a sudden, they are all over this Yalla Shabab Giants batting lineup.
Not a lot of opportunity for Mufaddal Panyariwala as he dances down the track to the quality of Umar. It was the arm ball, not reading it. And once you don't read a spinner from his fingers, rather his arm, you're always in trouble. And that's exactly what happened with Mufaddal Panyariwala. Dancing down the track to a no man's land. And the wicketkeeper was good enough to ask him the question, where are you going? It's time for you to go back to the hut. 50 for the loss of 3. Yalla Shabab Giants.
Yalla Shabab, 50 for 3. A very good start. Sent a couple of quick wickets from the spinners. Brought them 3 wickets down. And that through one of them, the most important was Amir Ali, the Oman national player, joining me, Mudassir, from here on. Over number 5 gone, 52 for 3. Good comeback from SFT Smashers. Playing first time in this big tournament. Got 3 valuable wickets of Yalla Shabab. Joining me, Mudassir Bhai. From here, what you see, how much score Yalla Shabab is going to do?
I think still they are favourite to go beyond that 100, keeping in mind they bat very deep down the order, and these two, Wahab and Saishiv, they hold the key. Running hard the first run. What an effort put in by the fielder there. A great team effort we have seen from SFT in the first game. The veterans are doing an extremely job. The likes of Amir Ali, Rahman Ali, Janzeb Khan, the Umair, the way he bowled, putting all that experience.
Being a new team, they're getting pressure on the Yalla Shabab batters to do the mistakes and they get the wickets. And that's what done in the last 3 wickets they have taken. Amir Ali and Rahman Ali now bowling. Pulled towards the deep and wicket boundary for the single. Suddenly the atmosphere changes for SFT Smashers. Getting 3 wickets, they're all on top at the moment.
And also they are enjoying, Jamil bhai. They are here at Oman Cricket Academy. They are enjoying this game, and in the process they won their first game of this tournament. The most important thing is you need to enjoy the success of your teammates, and that is what this team members are doing, backing each other, supporting each other. That is the reason they dominated in the first game.
Saishiv scored a lot of runs for Yalla Shabab in the D20. A very, very important member of Yalla Shabab team with bowling and batting. Now it's time for him to come up with some good runs.
But they need to post a good total because they don't have the service of Shah Faisal and Shakil Ahmed. Yes, they do have the service of Umair Shakil. Onto the back foot, rock solid. But look at that field placement and bowling as per the field. He's keeping it very simple, not providing that pace, Rahman Ali.
Nicely bowled by both Amir Ali and Rahman, and got the wickets as well. Good captainship so far, apart from the opening overs, which were not bowled properly. Down the wicket comes out towards the square leg. Once again for a single. Superb fielding. End of over number 6. It is 58 for 3 Yalla Shabab. Hima Ramesh is now going to bowl the 7th over. Like he played it out towards the long arm for single.
Now this will be the crucial over. a leggy to Hasnain. Anything fuller, he will go after you, but Pratish Ramesh, he has that knack of picking those big wickets.
What a catch! What a catch! Absolutely brilliant. Jumping over. What a magnificent catch it was.
Oh, they're excited. The Wonder Boys of SFT doing a wonderful job. Pratish Ramesh, the youngster, yet again strikes in his very first over the big wicket, the big fish. Hasnainul Wahab trying for that reverse shot, converted into full toss, but not a proper connection. But look at that timely jump by the fielder at short third. An excellent catch. And all of a sudden, losing wickets at regular intervals here. Yalla Shabab Jan 59 for the loss of 4.
Played it out for the single. Very, very good over from Hima Ramesh, the youngster, getting his first wicket. Pulled towards the square leg. What an effort. Absolutely brilliant effort from the fielder.
Ojas Pachisa, the youngster. What an effort. Running towards his right side, a full length dive, saving runs. And all of a sudden, that run rate dipping down. Still 20 legal deliveries left in this innings. Sanju Sajeev and Sai Shiv out there in the middle.
Pulled straight to the fielder at a deep mid-wicket boundary. Nice field placement, Mudassir, not letting the gaps between square leg, mid-wicket and the cow's corner and long on.
And also, bowling back off length, there was an opportunity for Sai Shiv to go towards that leg side. To get those runs, you need to take those risks, play in the air. Look at that, beautifully managed. Sanju Sajeev just came in and straight away got a boundary. It's a good over from Ramesh. 9 runs, a wicket to his name. 7 gone, 67 for the loss of 4.
Good comeback by SFT Smashers. 4 wickets. Smash for single. I'm going to say it looks that they might cross 100 runs in the initial stages of the game. But later on, a couple of quick wickets brought the run rate down.
Still the likes of Sanju Sajeev and Sai Shiv, I think they need one good over. 15 runs over. And they'll be nearing that 100 mark. The spinners controlling the things. Look at that back of line this time. Beautifully managed. Change the field. And clears that fielder in the 30-yard circle with ease. 4 runs for Sanju Sajeev.
It was too short, and he has all the time to pick the gap. Finally, 4 more runs comes to the total.
Also bowling with this pace and at this length, it will be good idea if Amir can have this fielder back onto the rope, the 30-yard, and get the fielder who is standing at covers inside the 30-yard. Because he's offering that room, Jamil bhai, and that makes life easy for Sanju.
Once again onto the back foot. I have the nostalgic memories of Amir Ali winning us the World Cup match against Ireland. Veteran, a very, very hard-working all-rounder.
Dancing down the track, connection in the air, fielder settling, and he drops. An easy chance put on by Rahman Ali. He's not having a good time in this tournament. Yesterday he dropped a catch at long on. Today one more goes down.
Well, Amiri must not be very happy at all. And immediately I think he is shifting him towards the onside. This time it was easy catch, I think. Not that much difficult. Simplest of the catches. Good luck for the batter to go for more runs.
Final overs and every run matters. Would have been a wicket, but a couple of runs added to the total of Yalla Shabab. Another one back off length, going for that quick single. Not needed. Poor piece of fielding. An awkward bounce. Easy runs given away. Rahman Ali the fielder.
1 into 2 at this crucial stage. Each run is important. Some rush of blood trying to get the better run out with hand and throw.
Another quick single. With these two out there in the middle, there always every possibility of taking those singles, even if it was played straight towards the fielder. So plenty of runs from the second over of Amir. 78 for the loss of 4-8 gone.
Rahman Ali back to the attack. Shot pulled away. And slight fumble there. 2 runs be taken.
Youngster busy at deep mid-wicket. 79 on board, still 21 runs away from that 3-digit mark. In the air, fielder settling at long on, but he just loses his balance. Should have been a wicket. The last couple of overs, the fielding has been ordinary. And a maximum for Sanju Sajeev and 6 more runs for Yalla Shabab.
Good attempt by the fielder, but actually could not get the balance. He was standing right on the fence. And then dropped it. Anyway, 6 more runs for Yalla Shabab. This time once again smashed it. And they go for the single. Each run now is really coming good for Yalla Shabab.
What a little cameo from Sanju Sajeev, 17, and full marks should be given to Sai Shiv. He made sure to rotate the strike, run hard between the wickets. Captain's knock. This is how you approach in the shorter format, especially in T10. We have seen the batters trying to go for those boundaries and maximum. They played too many dot deliveries, but Sai Shiv doing a pretty good job, 17 of 13. At the other end, Sanju Sajeev, aggressive batter, got a boundary and a maximum.
Pulled once again, straight to the feeder, waiting at the long on. I think at D10, Mudassir, I think right from the first over, every batter has something in mind that I have to go for the runs, whether I get a single or two or a boundary. That should be approach for the 10 overs game.
And also you need to understand the surface as well. Should be down the track. What a hit. Clean hitting continues from the batters of Yalla Shabab. It was Sanju Sajeev and Sai Shiv Narayana getting all those important runs. Sai Shiv moves to 21, 9 gone, 92 for the loss of 4. Going to the final over of the first innings, Yalla Shabab. They lost the direction few overs ago, but these two adding crucial runs for the 5th wicket. 92 on board, final 6 legal deliveries. Ahmed bowling his second and the final over of this innings, keeping it away from the right hand batter. You can see in the background, opening his arms is the manager of Yalla Shabab, Mr. Vinu. Always involved, always make sure the boys get every possible facility and every possible support from the management. Hit hard down the ground just for a single.
Good over so far. The first one was a dot ball and second for a single. Very difficult for young bowlers who is coming to D10, playing a big team, contain their senses intact, trying to bowl within the stumps. It's a good thing for Ahmed. It's time for a meet of the bat. And we'll have to see the umpire signal. Just maximum. What a time. For the maximum 3 deliveries to go. They are on 99.
A pure timing and class of Sai Shiv Narayan. Walking down the track and those strong wrists. And pure timing from Sai Shiv Narayana.
It's time towards cover point and misfield there. And the age-old Amir Ali comes back quickly, overthrows. It's really poor. Instead of one, it went 3 runs for the say at the right time for them to cross over 3-figure mark.
The men in the background, they're enjoying this. 100 comes up for Yalla Shabab Giants. What an effort from Amir Ali, but Jazeb Khan, not a proper collection by the wicket keeper. No backup. An extra run has been taken, 10 so far. Two more deliveries left in this innings.
Coming down the wicket once again. They're looking for two. And they will make it. Brilliant running between the wickets by Sashiv and Sanju.
Quickest between the 22 yards. Sanju and Saishiv. Rescue rangers for Yalla Shabab Giants. They're in a bit of bother, but this fifth wicket partnership getting those runs at the right time for Yalla Shabab Giants.
Last delivery coming down the wicket once again. And they are looking for two. And now it's sent back. And it's chance of a run out. So end of over number 10. 105 Yalla Shabab for 4. Good batting from Saishiv and Sanju. Brought them 3-figure mark, 104 runs. Decent total to defend.
At the same time, the bowling unit, they'll be happy the way they bowled. Apart from last 3 overs, the fielding has been ordinary. Quick 20 in just 8 deliveries. Hasnainul Wahab 26. Mujibur Ali Mufaddal not able to add runs to the scorecard. Just one for Mujibur. Sashiv and Sanju Sajeev remained unbeaten and took the team to 105 in their allotted 10 overs.
Some wayward bowling in the initial stage, but later on they come back quickly. 2 wickets for Umar Muhammad, 2 for 18. 1 wicket for Syed Amir Ali and 1 wicket for Pratik Hema Ramesh. So 105 for 4 in 10 overs.
Let's see the highlights. The runs scored by Yalla Shabab. The start off brilliant, the left hand right hand combination. A flying start had been provided by Zoeb Amanat and Hasnainul Wahab. They took on Ahmed, who went for 17 runs in his first over. It was clean striking and some excellent placement by both the batters. Made sure they get those runs in the first power play. And this was the fall of Zoeb. Some extra bounce. Umair and Amir Ali bowled quite well. Fielding has been superb till that 5th, 6th over. Wicket after wicket going down. Hasnainul Wahab tried his best, got a maximum, but got out in the process. This was another brilliant delivery. Mufaddal nowhere near the ball, and Ramesh getting better of Wahab in his first over. After that, it was these two batters who made sure to stay till the end and get runs, boundaries at will. Sanju Sajeev and Saishiv Narayana. Pure class from these two batters. Those timely boundaries and timely maximums helping the team to go beyond that 100. At one stage they were struggling, but at the end they managed to post 105. We'll dive into short break. Once we are back, it will be SFT chase on. They'll be looking for that 106 to register the second win in a row in this tournament.
He has timed that one well. That is the call, straight in.
Beautiful ball.
Edge the way, yes it is. He has timed that one well. That is the call, straight in. Beautiful ball. Edged away, yes it is.
Every time that you're talking about premium sides in Oman, you're going to be mentioning that side, Yalla Shabab Giants, the men in pink. And they've posted a 100+ score, to be precise 105 for the loss of 4. Not much of contributions for Mujibur and Mufaddal. Although Zohaib Aman at 20 of 8, Hasnain Wahab 26 of 20, Saishiv Narayan as consistent as ever, 30 of 16 for him. And Super Sanju in the mix of things, 22 of 11. Talking about the bowling SFT, they tried their level best. They used 6 bowlers in the proceedings. 2 wickets for Mohammad Umair. He was pick of the bowlers, especially with the quality with which he bowled. A 1 wicket apiece for Syed Amir Ali, the very experienced Syed Amir Ali, and the young sensation Pratish Ramesh. 1 for 9 for him. 9 extras means 105 on the board, 106 to get for SFT. They were exceptional last evening. Can they make it count here against a good quality side? In the com box with me, it is Amin Wagle. Ami boy, what are your thoughts?
Oh, well, it's going to be a great contest because SFT is a good batting side, and especially that tall figure of Usman Afridi will be somebody to watch out for, and not to forget the person taking guard at the moment, and that's going to be Jahanzeb Ali, the opening batter. He'll be, facing that first ball. It's going to be a tough task. It's going to be an uphill task because they're going to be up against that man on your screens, Umair Shakil, and he knows a thing or two about zipping past the batters at will, and he looks to get a little bit of deviation off the deck as well, and it's not going to be very easy for this side here. It's early days for them. They're playing top flight cricket. They have the talent, but they'll have to only put it into execution at the moment.
Charging in Umair Shakil, inching past the outside edge of Jahanzeb on this occasion. 2 cousins fighting here at the Oman Cricket Academy. One with the ball in hand, the other with the bat in hand. But early predictions for you, I mean.
Well, it's about nerves here. It's about who can handle those key moments. If SFT can manage to win those key moments during the course of this innings, I think they have the firepower in them to win this one. However, if Yalla Shabab Giants just power through that batting lineup, it's not going to be an easy task.
Diplomatic as ever, outstanding, outside, beating the outside edge once again. Umair Shakil, known for his in-swingers, swinging it away from the right-hander at the moment. Let's talk numbers. What's the number on your mind? Understanding the game, you've been around for a long time and you've had a good look at SFT, you've had a good look at Yalla Shabab. What's the number?
Well, somewhere around the 5-over mark, they have to be around the 45-50 run mark. And I know it's an uphill task. It's going to be very difficult. But both these two batters have it in them. And from what I've seen of Usman Afridi, he knows a thing or two about launching missiles into the air.
Spraying outside the off stump, and Umair will have to reload this one. Does realize that Jahanzeb is very strong on the leg side, and hence he's keeping it out of the arc of the powerhouse of SFT at the moment. So, what are the odds? SFT up or Yalla Shabab up?
I wouldn't be talking about odds at the moment because even at the start of the first innings, it did seem the Yalla Shabab Giants was going great guns and they were looking to power through and dominate SFT smashes. It was full this time around. Not able to capitalize, and oh, there's a mix-up. All sorts of things happening out there in the center. And somehow or the other, SFT smashers have managed to get off the mark with the bat.
Wonder what happened there in the center, because comedy of errors between both the batters. They were stranded in the middle, then they decided to run to the same end. And at the end, Jahanzeb almost feels as if he ran 1.5 runs.
Well, winning key moments, and that's what I mean by winning key moments. That was a run nonetheless. Have a look at that. Usman Afridi, very, very confident, looking to play the ball on the front foot. And if he can manage a boundary or two every over, it'll be for some excellent viewing.
I feel that Yalla Shabab Giants are probably 30 runs too many, maybe, if not 40. And that is where Janze put in that comment. They're looking to get Yalla Shabab Giants around the 60-run mark. Because he does understand with the quality attack, even in the absence of Faisal Shah and Shakil, there is sufficient amount of quality in the ranks of Yalla Shabab Giants. At the moment, it's a game of dot and singles for SFT.
More of dot balls here, and that's where they'll have to learn very quickly that they have to be nimble, they have to be very active out there in the middle. On the other hand, Yalla Shabab Giants, very smart with their field. They know about the pros and cons of letting a single go by and about, dampening the mood. Oh, what a shot, and dealt with severely, but Usman Afridi will be looking to head back into the dugout. What a catch by the fielder at mid-off. It's been some sort of a day for Sai Shiv Kumar, and he's Sai Shiv Narayan, and he'll walk Usman Afridi or Umar Afridi, the danger man in that SFT Smashers lineup, fails to impress on this afternoon. Heading back into the dugout, first wicket down.
Not in the arc of Afridi, and he was looking to throw the kitchen sink at it, probably looking to send it to the hockey stadium. And what it results is that he skied it up straight up, and Sai Shiv was never going to be dropping that. End of the first over, 1 wicket down for SFT at the score of 2. A welcome opportunity to the young sensation, Ojis. He comes one drop, promoted. Big shot on the leg side. Janzeb is a good striker of the cricket ball. One bounce into the boundary. This is a good start for Janzeb Ali.
He's managed to get a boundary and he's managed to go as much as 6 runs here. What a great start for Janzeb Ali. It did seem that it probably went one bounce, but then correcting himself and showing that it's going to be a boundary, but Janzeb Ali struck that very, very well. It was very high up in the air, got the right elevation and the right area. That's more important. Looking to power through once again, and what a fielding effort here.
This is the major difference between both these sides. You talk about the quality on offer from Yalla Shabab Giants. They'll drop a very few catches. They'll stop a lot of boundaries. They'll look to be converting doubles into singles and triples into doubles. And in the process look to get those runouts. And that's why Yalla Shabab Giants is special. No, too much of a quality that Ojas would have had a look at ever in his career. It was the arm ball charged in to the right-hander.
And these are what I talk about, winning key moments. They are okay to allow Jahanzeb to rotate strike because they want to have a go at Ojas. Because Jahanzeb can do this. He's looking to raise the ball over the infield and get boundaries for himself. These are the key moments that SFT Smashers need to ace. The moment Jahanzeb is out there on strike, you can expect the ball to be dispatched towards the boundaries.
These are not great visuals for Mujibur Ali. If he's looking to make a comeback to the national side, at the moment, a player who participates in the intermediate division is going after him. And these are not visuals which will allow him to smile. Certainly expecting a lot better from himself would be Mujibur Ali. 10 runs of the first 4 deliveries. The number 45 of Yalla Shabab Giants, one of the most talented players. Big shot inside out. This is going to be more runs for Janzeb Ali, and it's pretty mediocre stuff from Mujibur Ali.
Well, he looked to farm most of the strike, Janzeb Ali, and he's got the right partner along in the form of youngster Ojus Patisa, who will be very, very quiet and make sure that he gives the strike to Janzeb Ali without much questioning and without much thinking. It's going to be a selfless approach from the youngster. So this is good thinking from SFT smashers.
Looking to get in line of the ball and cuts it late, but just a little bit of bat and enough to rotate strike, to hold on strike for the next over. 15 runs from the first over of Mujibur Ali, 18 for the loss of 1 at the end of 2. In comes Super Sanju. Believe they've continued and picked up on this floating power play. Big shot straight up in the air, and they're never going to be dropping easy opportunities such as that. Yalla Shabab Giants, a brilliant fielding side, and they're just sticking to their plan.
Super Sanju continuing to do super stuff for his team, Yalla Shabab Giants, as they pick up the prized wicket of Janzeb Ali, looking to go the aggressive route, looking to power through, but then Super Sanju very quick in his delivery strides and in his delivery as well, and not much time for him to hit for the big shot. Collected very, very carefully by Mufaddal Panyariwala, and it's going to be a good wicket to celebrate for the Yalla Shabab Giants. 2 wickets down for 18. SFT smashers will need a resurrection. Continuing, and Sanju Sajeev is a very, very tricky customer because he bowls that very, very quick darting deliveries, whether you're a left-hander or a right-hander, not giving too much time for the batter to get underneath the ball. It's a very difficult customer to handle.
106 runs to win for SFT. Now, would you agree with me that probably 40 runs too many?
I still think it's game on here. It's because they've gotten 19 and just 3 deliveries into this Sanju Sajeev over. Post this over, if they can manage to be around the 25 run mark at least, they are still in the game. At no point would you be taking any team out if they're scoring somewhere around the 8 or 9 run per over mark.
The only problem is that Once the power play comes to an end and there is sufficient amount of protection on the boundary scoring is going to be very, very difficult.
At the moment, Sanju Sajeev is making it very difficult to score boundaries. They're just swatting the bat in the air and managing to rotate strike somehow or the other. Makes for delightful viewing the way he's operating out there in the middle. Oh, looking for a big shot mid-on inside the circle. And look at that effort. They're targeting the stumps. They're trying to apply all sorts of pressure in that over. And Sanju Sajeev just 2 runs in his over with a wicket to his name. 3 overs gone, 20 for the loss of 2 SFT smashers. After some unorthodox stuff, it's going to be Jay Odedra with pretty much normal and straight away into the action. He's just going to give a big stare to the batter and ask Ojas Pachisa to head back into the dugout. What a brilliant result. Jay Odedra now turning the heat on the SFT smashers.
Very intentful. Ojas Pachisa yesterday departs back to the dugout without troubling the scorers much. Just 1 run of his 3 deliveries that he faced. Too good a quality from Jay Odedra. And if you're complaining about the field being not set right, after picking a wicket, you're certainly very talented. 20 for the loss of 4.
Picking up a wicket from his very first ball, Jay Odedra. He'll look to add more to his kitty. Adil Mohammad Gori, new man in.
Arguably one of the better players coming out from the junior circuit back in his days. Just not fortunate enough to make it to the big stage. Huge potential. Jay Odedra, absolute quality. World class. Struck to long on and it's only going to be a single. Boundary is going to be almost impossible against Yalla Shabab Giants with the quality of attack that they still have and the kind of fielding that they offer.
Loud shout, some sort of an appeal there. Looking to play across the line. Adil Gori, very early on in the innings, he would be looking to rotate a little bit more strike and allow Amir Ali to do most of the scoring. And then
probably one of the strongest batters in terms of strength. Probably spends more than 3 hours a day in the gym.
Well, he passed out in the same batch as me around the same time when I passed out, and he was a treat at that time. We would just be that class clown of sorts. Adil Mohammad Gori, I know him very well. Oh, big shot from the bat of Amir Ali, and it's going to be fetching him as many as 6 runs here. Umpire certainly liking the shot as well. End of the over, and what a strike this one is.
In the arc of Amir Ali, and he's always going to be punishing you. You might have the quality of Jay Udedra, but 9 runs from that over of Jay Udedra, which is looking really good with that wicket. 29 for the loss of 3 at the end of 4.
Big six to end the over, the previous over of Jay Udedra, and that came off the bat of Amir Ali, the experience of him. And at the time now it's going to be 29 for the loss of 3 wickets. SFT smashers quite a bit to do at the moment, around 12.8 or let's say 13 runs per over required. Is this going to be that over where the batters are going to cut loose? Looking to cut loose was Adil Mohammad Gori.
It's never going to be easy for the likes of SFT. They haven't seen this quality against them for quite a while. Yes, Adil Mohammad Gori, one of the prolific youngsters to come out from the junior circuit, but this was a while ago. He was the talk of the town. Everybody wanted to have Adil in his side.
No, that was punched powerfully down the ground. The fielder will cut it off, Mujibur Ali. But then look at that power that he had. And certainly came down very, very hard to that full delivery. Amir Hamza. He'll have a thing or two to prove as well in that Yalla Shabab Giant setup.
A mountain to climb at the moment. 76 required of 34 deliveries. By no means is an easy task, considering the quality of Yalla Shabab Giants. Vinu Matthews in the background. Shot. Brilliantly collected by the wicketkeeper. This could certainly have been 5 free runs.
And that's the difference, a sort of differential right there. And immediately you see appreciation from Super Sanju. He came running all the way from backward point and with all sorts of high fives and gestures. They're all very, very comfortable at the moment out there in the middle.
That's the advantage of having a good keeper.
Oh, big shot. I think he skied this one. 2 fielders looking to get underneath it. And one of them will manage to hold on to it. And it's a big wicket. Another important juncture in the game, as Amir Ali will have to head back looking to accelerate. But then all he's managed to do is hold out to the youngster.
At the moment, this is also easy for Yalla Shabab Giants. 75 required of 33 deliveries. Amir Ali was feeling the heat and trying to accelerate. All he could do is edge it up high up in the air. Sai Shiv, a decent fielder, and that's where he's never going to be dropping something as easy as that. He'll acknowledge it with a smile on his face. And that means that SFT have lost another wicket here for 31. Investing and investing well in youngsters is SFT at the moment. We've already seen the likes of Ojas Pachisa, who was sent in at number 3 and coming in at number 6. It is Mustaqim. He was featuring for the Muscat Thunderers as a wicketkeeper batsman last season. Oh, probably an inside edge, and that's confirmation from Empire Gopakumar, who certifies that Mustaqim is only going to make a temporary visit to the center of the wicket, and he's going to be rushing back to the dugout in a hurry.
Yeah, well, the batter comes in and then he has to go out, and he was beaten by pace at the moment. Very, very close call. And Yalla Shabab Giants all over SFT Smashers at the moment. Fifth wicket down, halfway home, Yalla Shabab Giants. 31 for the loss of 5 wickets SFT.
Two runs and 2 wickets so far for Hamza. But most importantly, the youngster Pratish Ramesh will be on strike, and he'll be on strike to a hat-trick delivery. Hamza charging in. He's looking for that hat-trick. Oh, he'll have another opportunity because this one's going to be a wide. Can he get that, Amin?
Well, he's bowled the wide and he'll have another go at the batter, but from the looks of it, he was looking to stay out of the hitting arc of the batter, who is not a recognized batter. He is a handy bat, but not at this level. So I would really want him to attack the stumps on this occasion. He'll have to re-bowl that one, and let's see if he can manage to do so.
Oh, what a piece of fielding at gully. A full stretch, one-handed dive, and they are celebrating and appreciating every effort of one another. And that's what makes Yalla Shabab really special. They're dominating the affairs, not just dominating, they're thrashing the affairs.
And that's the difference between quality premier sides and the challengers. And the team that manages to bridge that gap will find themselves in the mix of things very, very soon next season. At the moment, just making some ripples in the calm waters of Oman cricket. Time and again, Yalla Shabab Giants with those fielding efforts proving a point or two. End of a very good over from Amir Hamza. 3 runs, and he's picked up 2 wickets for himself in the very first game that his team has played in Oman D10, powered by Fan Code. SFT Smashers are 32 for the loss of 5.
Just as we were taking a side, Yalla Shabab Giants has found another way to pick up a wicket. Adil Gori on this occasion trying to go big, and he's going to be walking back to the dugout as well. So the 6th wicket down for SFT. And just after the halfway mark, let me introduce you to the legendary, very, very special, ever smiling, one of the sensational cricketers that Oman has had, Jamil Zaidi. Jamie boy, how are you doing today?
After listening so much praise, thank you very much, Pranav. Everybody will be very happy. Thank you very much. We were talking about what will be the estimated score the SFT will hold. We are talking about around 70, but still halfway to go.
Oh, I never believed that they would get in excess of 65. And that's where I said 40 runs, 40 runs too many from 106.
That those sides which are coming from intermediate cup, they are really have to come with lot of practice, lot of confidence, lot of what you can intent to go get some experience from these senior players.
Not just about the experience, Jamil bhai. What's going to be the difference is that Yalla Shabab Giants were playing on the singles. You would see very few dot balls, and if you take an analytics of SFT's innings, you would see dot ball after dot ball after dot ball after dot ball. And that's where they've sent in Pratish Ramesh, who's more likely a batter in the 2-day format, maybe 3-day format. Certainly in the shorter format, he doesn't have those big hits, and strike rotations is not his capacity or capability or his strength. He's a good spinner, but he's still to grow in confidence. Mere formalities for Pratish Ramesh. He was trying to manufacture a single on the leg side. He will have a smile on his face as he's dismissed, because that is just too good a delivery from Jay Odedra, one of the premium world-class off-spinners of Yalla Shabab Giants.
Well, yes, absolutely, you're right. Look at that one coming down the wicket, and what a great work done by the wicketkeeper. This is what I'm trying to tell you. I mean, those teams who are coming to play this D10 Intermediate Cup, they definitely have a lot of hard work to do before coming to play this match. And that's here from they can take a lot of experience playing among the seniors.
Jamil bhai, you would agree with me when I say this, that is the reason intermediate was created. Or else there was A division and there was Premier. They created intermediate to bridge the gap between A division and Premier. But at the moment, there is still a very, very big gap between intermediate and Premier.
Agreed.
A lot of teams might be disappointed after winning intermediate, not getting promoted to Premier Division. But once they start seeing what's happening on television to the intermediate teams, they'll understand it much better. 6 overs done, 33 for the loss of 7. Jamil bhai, I have a point of mine to make, but before that, let's hear from you. What's the best way to develop these A division and Premier, A division and intermediate sides? How can they make a little better? Or they're going to go for the overthrow?
The only thing to get maximum matches with the seniors, that I believe, that gives them some experience how to play with the seniors, their bowling, their batting and their fielding. So that's the only thing I feel I showed that it should come to play maximum matches between in the intermediate A and Premier League.
That's spot on, because I have a category or a system of my own, and I feel it's one of the another outside edge.
That's time caught behind. It is Hamza who got the wicket. So the procession continues for SFT. 8 wicket down, 35.
Too quick for comfort for Umar. He's a prolific left-arm spinner, but not a great batter in comparison to the quality of Hamza. And that's where Hamza is going to be picking up his 3rd wicket here. 8 wickets down, SFT for 35. And coming back to my point which I was making, what I feel is that competitions like these will give the intermediate sides a taste of what is expected at the Premier level. And with time, they will start growing in confidence. They'll understand the requirement of the big stage. And this is where they will grow.
This is what I was talking to you, that they should have given maximum chances to play. This time once again outside the office, again the seniors. More matches definitely give them more experience to play on all 3 departments.
And primarily what is going to happen is that once there is a promotion to any of these sides to come into the Premier Division, they need to be given at least 3 years, if not more. because that is the time they will require to establish a team.
Well, here I have reservation about that, what you're talking about.
I will justify it. I'll justify it with very good examples. Just like IS Invincibles. If you would have seen IS Invincibles, this season they have started to look like a cricket team in the Premier Division. Prior to that, they would just come into the competition, lose games and just go out. And now they are combining together. This is probably their third season and that's where they are looking to combine.
The reason I said to you that it's all praises for Asif Baloch, who is really handling that team superbly. Even they were losing so many matches in the Premier League. I have officiated so many matches as a match referee. His what you call confidence in the team is really boosting their team up. You're correct, but the only thing is that the sponsors should at least have patience if they lose 1 year, 2 years. But that, I think, priority should come from the sponsors.
Certainly, there are two ways to take it. Probably relegate them and give another team an opportunity in the Premier level, and that team can build a very strong team. And over the years, probably 5 years or 10 years, oh, it's a big shot on the offside. It's in the gap. It'll only be a couple of runs. But over time, maybe 5 years or 10 years, intermediate will be a very competitive place. Or else, you promote a team and let them stay there for 3 years, and that's where they can grow. 37 for the loss of 8, SFT. We're talking about the development of cricket and how we can have more competitive sides. And I really feel that sponsors play a big role. So that is where a lot of respect to the sponsor. Sai Chef comes into the attack.
I think in that scenario we're talking about the sponsor. I appreciate and all the appraisal for Asif Baloch, who's done a superb job keeping the team together from last 5-6 years. Though they were losing in all Premier League matches, winning 1 or 2. But still he is there, and now the team has already come in a very good stage where they can come up, of course, with the Premier League coming up. And I'm sure they will perform much better than last year.
Any side that plays in the Premier Division for 2-3 years, they will grow with time. Oh, it's curtains for Rahman as well. He's going to be the 9th victim of Yalla Shabab Giants. SFT are curtailing big. All that effort last evening of winning a game by a good margin is going down the drain because these are handshakes immediately. So I think it's curtains for SFT against Yalla Shabab Giants.
Yes, not a good effort, but hopefully in the next match they will come up with some good performance. Actually, the batters have not done their job. This is the last one. Outside of some tried to got an edge, and rest been done by the wicketkeeper.
It has been an incredible effort from Yalla Shabab Giants. First to get to 105 for the loss of 4. And after that, curtailing the opponent to 39 all out. If you talk about the scorecard, just 15 runs, only batter to get into the double digits was Jan Zebali, the captain. And he took 9 deliveries to do that. But after that, it's a telephone number 0183 003130. Not really sure which land will it connect to, but SFT Smashers will answer that call because 39 all out as Masood Parvez doesn't come into bat.
Excellent bowling performance from Yalla Shabab, the senior people, the Premier League. 1 wicket per match, Shakil, 3 for Jay Odedra, experienced one, and 3 for Amir Hamza, and 1 for Saishiv Narayan. So all out 39 in just how many overs? 8 overs, rather. Not a good performance from the SFT, though they are having the first match. This is the first maximum in the highlights, but it was taken at long off for a good catch.
Wickets continued to tumble for SFT at regular intervals. Janzeb was the sole warrior, but not for a very long time, as he was curtailed by a very, very good catch at short third. And then the wickets continue to fall at consistent intervals. Jayo Dedra, he was in the mix of things, and he was doing the right thing by picking up wickets. A few boundaries here and there, but Amir Ali, with whom there were a lot of expectations, also went back to the dugout without troubling the scorers a lot. The young guns of SFT didn't have much to offer, as the pair of the bowler and the wicketkeeper were getting the job done. They were looking to hit big shots, and as a result, they were losing wickets and losing wickets really rapidly, and that's where the trouble continued for them. The spinners coming into the attack make things even more miserable, as Saishiv picks up that final wicket. Masood Parvez doesn't come into bowl. So what that means is it's the confirmation that Yalla Shabab Giants have won this game very, very handsomely by 66 runs. They went into bat first. And
so match summary, Yalla Shabab batted first, 105 for 4. Nice batting from Saishiv, 30, and followed by Wahab, 26, and Sanju, 22. Muhammad got 2 for 18, and Prema Hema Ramesh got 1 for 9, chasing 104. SFT strikers were all out for 39, only 15 from Jahazeb Ali, and then it was brilliant bowling from Jeo Dedra, 3 for 10, Hamza 3 for 7, and Sanju 1 for 2. Yalla Shabab won the match.
It's time for us to take a short break. On the other side, it's going to the post-match presentation with Amin Wagle.
He has timed that one well. That is the call, straight in. Beautiful ball. Edged away, yes it is. timed that one well. That is the call, straight in. Beautiful ball. Edged away, yes it is.
Welcome to the post-match presentation, and we've just concluded game, or rather match number 7. This game was between SFT Smashers and Yalla Shabab Giants, and the quality of Yalla Shabab Giants helping them just go through and end this game on their side, winning the toss and electing to bat first. They scored nearly 105 runs, and that was a mammoth task for SFT Smashers. They have won this contest, the Yalla Shabab Giants, by as much as 66 runs, bundling them out for as low as 39 all out. And speaking of performances, there were some great performances with the bat. They got a good start, courtesy Hasnainul Wahab and Zoeb Amanat, scored some good runs, towering sixes. Lower down the order, there were Sanju, Sajeev and Sai Shiv as well. But then it was the effort with the ball. And what was important with that effort in the ball, one man who made the difference in his couple of overs was Amir Hamza. 3 wickets. And he didn't give much away, and he's going to be adjudicated the man of the match. I invite Amir Hamza to collect the medallion from our match official, Mr. Karthikeyan. अमीर हमज़ा, पहली बार आपसे यहाँ पे हम बात करेंगे, और सबसे पहले बहुत बहुत मुबारकबाद। और मुझे सबसे अच्छी बात ये लगी कि 3 विकेट, और उसके बाद आपने बोला कि मैंने 2 कैच भी पकड़े हैं। आपके साइड के बारे में कुछ बताएं, और स्पेशली प्रोसेस के बारे में बताएं, क्योंकि आपकी साइड बहुत हाईली रेटेड साइड है, और आप इसमें कितना एफर्ट डालते हैं अपने प्रोफेशनलिज्म और क्वालिटी ऑफ क्रिकेट को लेकर।
जी, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल तो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, अल्लाह का शुक्र है कि फर्स्ट मैच में परफॉर्म किया, और मैं बस ये कोशिश कर रहा था कि अच्छे एरियाज पे हिट करूं। बाकी डॉट बॉल पे जा रहा था, और विकेट पे इतना नहीं जा रहा था, वो विकेट खुद ही दे रहे थे। ठीक है, तो दैट्स इट।
अच्छा, विकेट के बारे में बताएं, क्योंकि 3 टॉप टीम्स हैं, प्रीमियर टीम्स हैं, और 3 चैलेंजर टीम्स हैं जो नीचे से आके आप लोगों को चैलेंज कर रहे हैं। कितना इजी है ऐसे टीम्स के साथ खेलना? ऑब्वियसली आपका फर्स्ट मैच है ये ग्रुप स्टेज में, पर फिर भी आप इसके बारे में थोड़ा कुछ सोचते हैं, कुछ स्ट्रैटेजी जाती है आपके टीम में?
जी, इतना ईजी तो नहीं है। ऐसी टीम्स अक्सर मैच ले जाती हैं, जैसा कि बैटिंग में देखा हमने, तो आउट वो जल्दी हो रहे थे हमारे, लेकिन बाद में बैटिंग में अच्छा किया। तो बस यही है कि हमने अच्छा किया, और हमने रिजल्ट आपके सामने है।
आपने कैच के बारे में बताया, तो आपको मुझे कैच के बारे में बताना पड़ेगा, बता दे।
कैच वो इजी कैच थे, बट सिचुएशन ऐसा था कि वो बस पकड़ लिए।
ओके, ऑल द वेरी बेस्ट, और फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल बहुत बहुत मुबारकबाद इसके लिए। Right, then that's all we have from the post-match presentation ceremony. We've got a lot of cricketing action coming your way. Do stay tuned.
He has timed that one well. That is the call, straight in. Beautiful ball. Edged away, yes it